welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel. So today's video is going to be the Fabfitfun Winter 2020 add-on sale, and then I'll do a separate video that will be the 2020 winter selections and my thoughts on them. This sale I forgot about. I luckily looked because I've been on vacation time. I was originally supposed to be in a conference in Dallas, and that got canceled. So it was like a virtual conference, and then we've been getting ready for a camping trip. So the kids just went away to grandparents. The dog just got dropped off at a daycare, and she's like super stressed. And then I got to get the house ready for a friend who's going to come stay and take care of the house while we're gone. So it's a lot, and I am way behind, but I caught on to the sale and I did some research, and we'll have this review like I always do. I'll try to put at the end or somewhere along here the compilation of all my previous sales. I'm not going to go over everything in the sale. For those that are new to my channel or who haven't watched my review videos, I really just kind of go over a snippet of stuff, anything I find interesting or have some experience, or I just want to show you the size of the product. So I have some examples. I'll post some pictures up right over here, and then we'll go over it. Hopefully it will not be an incredibly long video. The way I do this to kind of keep myself organized, which is probably not the best for those who are interested in following along, is I favorite everything and then I just go through my list. I will at some point, but it probably won't make it up for those that are select, put timestamps down below. But for those who are not, who want to watch this video before they select later, I will put timestamps below. Okay, so let's just go through it. First thing, I've talked about this in many of my sale talks. This is the Poopery. They only have one in this sale, which is the Royal Flush Before You Go toilet spray. It's $9, normally $14.99. I feel like this price has gone up, and it was like $7 before, but it's a 4-ounce bottle. To give you a size comparison, this is a 2-ounce bottle that I got in previous, and maybe that's why the price is different. But this is half the size of the one you're going to get. I do like Poopery. It's very handy when you have to share a bathroom. Big thing is to spray before you go, and it'll work really well. All right, let's talk about the Nails Inc. Thirsty Feet Mask Duo. I have the Thirsty Hands Duo. I've used the feet one. They are nice. If you've never used one of these products, they basically are like a little booty with a serum in there, and you kind of tape them around and you let them sit for, I forget how long. It's like 15-20 minutes. And they do a nice job. They soften up your hands. I kind of feel like they're slippery and slimy. I don't like to do them that often, but some people really enjoy them. This in the sale is $7, normally $18, and there are 2 Thirsty Feet masks. So each of these has a set, so you can do it twice basically. So that is that item. I forgot to grab this, and I don't know where my board is, and at some point I want to like post it up in the background, but it's the XO Sienna black felt letter board. I got one of these in a previous box, and I love the idea of it. It's a little felt board with the little letters. Again, it's somewhere in my room in my pile of stuff that I need to get out and use. It's $14 in the sale, normally $35. You see these a lot in people's like backgrounds of their videos, but it's really cute. Like I'm thinking about maybe doing it for my daughter's room. But yeah, I definitely think that's cute. If you don't have one of these, this is a great opportunity to pick up one of these. All right, here is something that I will probably be purchasing more because I absolutely love these. These are the Mighty Patch Invisible Plus patches. There's 39, they're $7. This is my packet of it. I have like one other packet I'm almost done with. So I buy these when I see them. They're very expensive. They're usually like 20 bucks, but they're $7 in the sale. And so yeah, what these are, let me just open it up to show you guys and why I like these. These are hydrocolloid, which are basically, if you can see here, they're little patches that you put on a zit that has already come to a head, and they help draw out impurities and draw out that white head and basically make it disappear with the least amount of redness. It prevents you from picking them but you do have to leave them on for quite a while. So like I usually will use these overnight. If I get them around my mask area and I know I'm going to be wearing a mask all day, I'll pop one on if I get a zit there, and then at the end of my 8 or 12 hour shift, I pull it off, it's dissolved. Now they do have another version of the hero patches in here that are the little micro needle retinol ones. Just a word of wise, I've used the micro needle version of the hero patches for a zit, and it's kind of just an awkward thing. So you definitely have to let those sit for a good 8+ hours for the micro needles to eventually dissolve. They don't hurt at all. So if you're worried about using little micro needle patches, they don't actually hurt. I was always afraid of it, and once I used them, I'm like, oh wow, these don't hurt. But basically the idea is the little micro needles will get that stuff into your skin and help with whatever it's supposed to be helping. So, but when you take them off, it usually leaves like a little weird film on there. So that's something to be mindful of. I think they are dark spot ones, which I can't tell you how well the Mighty patches work in that, but I do like this particular patch. All right, next item here is Cocoa Floss. That's the peppermint. They have different variations of the Cocoa Floss in here. I am a big fan of Cocoa Floss. They have like a bundle with just like black teeth cleaner thing. I'll try to put a picture up there. They also have a bundle that is just Cocoa Floss. It's like a holiday bundle. Looks pretty intriguing. It's $5 in the sale. That's about as cheap as you're ever going to find Cocoa Floss. But this is what the Cocoa Floss looks like. I have tons of it. I love it. I buy it all the time. It's the only floss that I honestly will use. And so it's also a great stocking stuffer if you guys are geeky like I am and want to give a fun little stocking stuffer for somebody. So anyway, yeah. All right, next item is the Yumi Kim hanging train case. I don't particularly have that train case, but I do have a Yumi Kim makeup bag. This is my one that I have, and I've had a long time, and I've beaten the poor thing up, and it is wearing and tearing beautifully. I am very impressed with the quality of the Yumi Kim bags, and I know I've heard this one also is quite lovely, and people really enjoy it. So if you like that longer hanging style, and I'm just looking through, then you might enjoy that bag. I already have one in a different brand. Not really a style I tend to utilize a lot, but I think if you travel with a lot of makeup, it's a good style to have. Ooh. It's the Exfoliate Kate Somerville Daily Cleansing Foam Wash, and I have it and I haven't used mine yet, and eventually it's on my list of like next cleansers to use because I've got so many and I'm kind of working my way through them. But to give you a size idea, this is the size of it. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a greenish color. It is 4 fluid ounces, so this is a pretty good amount. A cleanser about this size will take me a good month or so to go through. I do like the Kate Exfoliate line in general. So I really like the Exfoliate lotion. I really like the Exfoliate mask. So I anticipate I'll really like this, but I can't tell you guys honestly. But that's what it looks like if anybody is wondering. It is $19 in the sale, normally $38. I can't remember if that's about what it normally is, but Kate Exfoliate or Kate Somerville products are generally expensive, so that doesn't strike me as a horribly expensive thing. All right, so I have the Living Proof blowout. I don't have my bottle here. I think it's in my other room, but I wanted to give you a general idea of the size. This is a 4-ounce Living Proof leave-in conditioner. The blowout bottle is just a little bit bigger. I have hit or miss luck with Living Proof products. It's $14, normally $27. Some people love it, some people don't. It's just something to be aware of. All right, next item here is the Attitude Bamboo Pillowcase Set in White. These are lyocell, which is a recycled bamboo type material. They're very soft and silky. I got these in my last mystery bundle. Super nice. Mine were king size, and I'm trying to see if these are king size or not. It does not say, but if these are the same as the ones I got before, then they're king size. Unfortunately, in this sale, that doesn't say it, but I think they're probably king size based on the ones that I got. Very nice. They are $14. The idea of these is they're supposed to help, kind of like silk sheets, not cause wrinkles in your face. They're supposed to be very hygienic. Bamboo is naturally repellent of microbials or microbes, so that it tends to be cleaner. It's also very cooling, and so you don't get that nasty, sweaty, like cotton feel to them. So yeah, and it apparently is charcoal infused polyester. So anyway, they are very nice. Let me show you the Jouer Long Wear Lip Cream. So this is one I got in a different color. I'm seeing if these are, I think these are the same size. So I got this in a different box, and this is what the bottle looks like. It's kind of an awkward shaped bottle. So obviously my color is different. Mine is Broadway, and the color in here is metallic deep rose gold. So this is a lot darker than the color, but this is the size you're gonna get. And it's just kind of bizarre. They have this weird groove here that you can see. I don't understand. And then a very small little lid here. It's just a typical doe foot. And then I wanted to show you guys how freaking colorful or true to color these are. This is a lip gloss or a lip cream, and look how much color it has on here. So very impressive for a lip cream, lip gloss type product, that it has that much color to it. So definitely impressed. Definitely feels really nice when I wear it. I do recommend this. It is normally $18. It's $8 in the sale, which is not bad. Jouer is a nice brand. I have lots of different Jouer products, and I generally like Jouer products. I know there is a couple other Jouer products in there. There's an eyeshadow palette. I can't tell you about their eyeshadow if I like them. I do have some Jouer bronzers they're my favorite bronzers. So I would say if you're going to get a product, a makeup product, that's a good one to try. All right, moving on here, we've got the Hero Cosmetics Healing Balm. I am going to buy some more of this in the sale, and I'm almost done with the one I got in my last sale, which is all gross and used. So this is supposed to be a zit recovery balm or a redness balm. I don't actually use it for that. I rarely get zits. And so I bought it for that in mind, but what I actually use it for is for anywhere that I get irritated, red, inflamed skin. So for one example here, you probably can't see it really well on the video. I had a mole removed a couple months ago. That skin or scar is healing, and it gets very dry and flaky. And this has a lot of ceramides in it, and ceramides are good for helping heal skin and lock in moisture. So as you can see here, I put just a little bit of the cream in there, and then I rub it in, and it does such a wonderful job of moisturizing and healing up the skin. I do notice a lot less redness, irritation, inflammation when I use this. And then I also put it on my nasal bridge after I wear N95, and this has been just kind of my go-to. And like I said, I'm getting pretty low. I have maybe 1/4 of a bottle left of this, so I am going to purchase another one in the sale. It's not very expensive in and of itself. Normally it's $12.99, but it's $5 for the sale. And it's not a product you can find in a lot of other stores. I looked at like Ulta and all them, so you have to get it directly from their store. So this is a good deal for this particular product. All right, let's talk about the Becca Backlit Priming Filter Plus Hydra Mist Set Refresh Powder. The Backlit Priming Filter is nice. I've used it before. It kind of gives you a nice little glowy look. I don't have one to show you guys here right now, but it's a nice primer. The Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. This is a powder that I've had previously. I have a current one. I loved it when I first got it. It was a fantastic powder. It has this very cooling sensation. It makes you feel very refreshed. I loved it for my dry skin. However, it does go bad really quickly. So if you look on the bottle, it's only good for 6 months once you open it. You are lucky if you can get 3 months out of it. Even tightening it and closing it down really properly, they have like a little click lid on there to keep it tight. After about 3 months, I noticed that it loses that Hydra Mist feel, that really like good hyaluronic acid pulling in moisture feel, and instead it seems to just feel like dry, cakey powder. So, and it kind of like turned a weird color on my skin. So if you think you're going to use it up really quickly, it's a nice powder. Otherwise, I would probably avoid. But for the duo, that's not a bad price. 20 bucks is normally 40 bucks. Their products are pretty expensive. Now this one, I'm really sad I did not bring an example in here for you. I have 2 of them. I love these. These are the bento to go lunch boxes, $7, normally $15. I can't remember if I got them for cheaper or not on some other sales, but you'll see them in the Causebox add-ons. I think sometimes they make it into boxycharm add-ons, but here in Causebox specifically, they're fantastic. They break down to a very small container, but you can pop them out and they have like one big chamber that you can put food in, a divider, and then upper divided channel that basically you can put 2 different types of food in with some silverware and a little elastic band that puts around it. It does seal fairly decently, I'm surprised, and it works really, really nicely for taking lunches to work, so that everything is just kind of nicely condensed down. So I'm a big fan of them. I really like them. All right, next item is the Sunday Riley Ice Ceramide Moisturizing Cream. It's $32, normally $65. This is not my favorite Sunday Riley cream. I had a little sample. I tried to find it. I don't know where it is. I don't like the consistency or the smell of this particular product. Ceramides, like I said, are very, very good for your skin, but I am very off-put by both of those things. It's 1.7 ounces, which is a decent size. So this is another Sunday Riley product here. I'm trying to think if this is the same size. So this is the size of your bottle you're going to get. This is obviously not the same one. This is the CEO hydrating cream, which I do like this particular cream, but it is $32, normally $65. If you don't mind the smell, which I can't remember what the smell was, but I think it was like Play-Doh-ish, if I remember correctly. It's an okay product, but I'm not a big fan of it. So, all right, moving on here. We've got the Voir She's Like a Wind Invisible Dry Shampoo. I do have this. It works pretty nicely. It's a very bizarre product, but I almost like how simple it is. So this is the size that you're gonna get. This is 1.4 fluid ounces. Voir makes really nice hair products. I've gotten really into them recently, but this is basically a pump dry shampoo. Can you see? It just, woof. So it doesn't have the aerosolizing. It does work really nicely. It doesn't really have a smell, and it's very fine, and I do appreciate this product. I do like it a lot. So if you're looking for a dry shampoo that's a little bit different, that doesn't have that nasty aerosolization, it's a nice, fun little product. I don't think this works as well for people that are super duper crazy oily. I'm not super duper crazy oily, so a product like this works really well, but I do really like this product. All right, so that's $9 in the sale, normally $20, and a little of that goes a long way. Okay, so this product I do not have to show you, but I've used it up. I do not like this product. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's the Harper and Ari Exfoliating Sugar Cubes and Juice Cleanse. It smells fantastic. We got this in a previous box several years ago in the Fabfitfun box. It's $7 here, normally $16. The problem with this product is it's awkward to use. It's these little cubes. I tried using the whole cube at once and then setting it down or tearing off a piece of it. It's not very hydrating. It's exfoliating. It exfoliates really good, but there are other products I like better for exfoliating in the shower. So the logistics of it and the non-hydrating factor of it just made it a kind of a mess of a product. Like, not so much that I didn't want to use it, but basically I won't buy it again. So I am not a fan of those. All right, let's talk about the NCLA Peppermint Mocha Duo, and I thought I grabbed it, but I guess I was wrong and did not grab it for you guys. I don't know where it is, but anyway, I have both of these, the sugar, which is a lip scrub. It's very nice, and then the lip balm. NCLA does a nice job. These are $14, normally $32. I do like it. I like NCLA lip scrubs. They're very, very nice in general. All right, we will talk about the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Twig. And then they have another color, which I can't remember. Stila liquid eyeshadows are kind of like the thing that started liquid eyeshadows. They are very, very nice. And so these are good price. They're $11, normally $24. That's all I can really say on those. But okay, let's smell. But I have these. I use these all the time. I would highly recommend these. These are the Latouise Pro Illuminating Tweezers in Gold. This is the particular type I have. Comes with a little case. You slide them in. They do a really nice job, and they have the little illuminator, which I thought I would use more, but I don't. But they work well for tweezers, and I like the little carry case. So definitely recommend those. All right, moving on. We have the Level Naturals. They have 2 different products in here. They have one that's like a a bath bomb plus their scrub, and then they have one that's just a 4-pack of the bath bombs. I really like this company's products, and I have a couple of them just to show you. Now, I haven't tried all the different bath bombs, and I haven't tried all the different scrubs, but I like things about them. So this is the lavender and chamomile scrub or bath bomb, which smells fantastic. Like, it is so good smelling, and it feels so nice. This is a nice bath bomb, and they're 11 for $4, but you can see they're pretty darn big, if you can tell right here. So I think that's a really great price for them. They're nice bath bombs. I do really enjoy them. Now, in the other one, which is the and I don't have it here in front of me, but it basically has a combo of a bath bomb, and I think there's one other thing, and then there is a scrub that's like a scrub that is coffee smell, which I can't tell you if I would like that. I'm not a big fan of coffee smell, but I have the lavender and chamomile. This is probably my favorite body scrub, and this one, it looks like this. So it is, it smells so good. If you ever get a chance to get the lavender and chamomile when it comes in the cell, definitely get it. But it has this nice thick consistency. The granules are just perfect for exfoliating, but it leaves this nice film on your skin that makes it feel very hydrated and moisturized. I love this stuff. This body polish is fantastic. It is my favorite, like I said, body polish out of all the body polishes that I've used so far. So I would highly recommend that body polish. All right, moving along here. We have the Ahava Essential Moisture Day Moisturizer. I don't have the old jar that they show in there. I have had that jar. It's a glass jar. It's nice and thick. But I do have this one, which is my version from Ipsy. I love this moisturizer. It's $19, normally $46. Totally worth every penny. And it is a fantastic moisturizer for people who have dry skin. It is very moisturizing, very lightweight, did not cause me to break out, did not cause me to get milia, which I sometimes get with some of my things, and it took forever for me to go through it. It was wonderful. I got it in an add-on mystery bundle, and I love it. Like, it is one of my favorite moisturizers. If I didn't have so many other moisturizers to buy or to use, I would probably stick with that moisturizer. By far, it's my favorite moisturizer I've used in a long time. Okay, next product is the Teami Blends Vitamin C Hibiscus Infused Serum. Now, I have one that I already have open that I'm using. This is another one I got in a box. This is the current vitamin C serum that I've been using for the last like month and a half, 2 months. I did a video on like skincare products. I'll put it up there that I talked about it. It is a good vitamin C serum. I have definitely noticed a good improvement into my skin. Now, just a little disclaimer, I do have an affiliate code with them if you guys are interested. But if you get it in the sale, it is $19, normally $44.99. So this is a really good price. But yeah, this is what the product looks like in the size. I've been using it for over a month, and I am like barely through my other bottle. Like, I barely dented it. So this stuff goes a long way. 2 pumps will get my entire face and my neck area, and you don't want to put it on super thick. It a little goes a long way with this. But vitamin C is very, very good for the skin. So I definitely like this particular vitamin C product in general. Oh, I forgot to grab this for you guys. I was going to show this to you. I have the Summer and Rose Bath Caddy, and I don't have it in here, but it's a pretty decent size. Like, it goes past where my screen is here. It does fit a nice large like bathtub, and it adjusts. And I got this last year because I needed a bath caddy for my bathtub. I don't take that many baths. I shower more often, but it is really nice to have it. Now, it has like a little flip up metal bar that you can use to hold books when you're reading. It's not quite as good at holding books that I like. The one thing I would say about this bath caddy that I am disappointed is, yes, it has a thing that you can put a book there to read. However, it doesn't have, like, if you're reading a traditional book and not like an e-reader, it doesn't have a way to keep those books really open and from flopping on you. It's the angle's kind of wrong. Like, I wish they had like a toothing that like vice clipped it. It also has a nice little spot you can put like a wine glass or water bottle or candle, and it does fit nicely in various sizes of tubs. So I do say if you need one. I don't remember if it was that expensive when I got it last time. I feel like it's probably a little bit more pricey, but it's $29, normally $45. It is bamboo. It does wear and tear nicely. I've been happy with it overall, so yeah. All right, let's talk about the Wander Beauty Wondrous Eyeshadow Escape Escape eyeshadow palette. Wonder Beauty eyeshadow palettes I have hit or miss luck with. I have some that I really, really enjoy and some that I am not as excited about. And let me show you some old ones if I have them here to show you. Let me just show you one that was actually okay and one that was not so okay. I have two of them here. Okay, so for example, I had the Rush palette. Normally they only made little 6-pan palettes, and the Rush palette was pretty decent. This, or maybe this one was okay. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just kind of okay. So their metallic formulas can be a little bit weird, and yeah, that's that. And then this is the Fling palette, which I wanted to love so badly, but this palette was awful. It just didn't work very well. So I'm looking here to make sure that there's no repeat things in here. There are not, from what I can see. But so they made some more recently that were much, much better. And unfortunately, I don't have them in here to show you. It's like their first two palettes they made were fantastic. These two in the middle were kind of eh. And then the recent ones were a lot better. So kind of take it with a grain of salt whether you should get them or not. I like to get them because I enjoy the palettes, and I've kind of gotten a thing where I keep reviewing them over and over again. So I will probably get this just for the sheer sake of wanting to see how this one works compared to the others. But be mindful that the quality can be hit or miss. So there are some other palettes that might be more useful to you in this sale. Okay, so we have the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I've already talked about how much I like the Kate Somerville products. The one in here is 2 fluid ounces. This is my 1.7 that is almost done. I really like Kate Exfoliate products in general. This one I like as a mask because you literally only leave it on for 2 minutes. I don't even leave it on that long. If you have sensitive skin, it will... most people with sensitive skin can't leave it on quite as long as 2 minutes, but it does leave my face feeling really, really nice. It has, mine's all gross here because I've used it up, but it has a pumpkin spice smell. So it is great for this time of year. But if you're a busy person like I am, where you don't have time to wear a mask for 15, 20 minutes or even 5 minutes, this mask is great because then I can feel like I'm doing a nice luxurious mask without having to wear it forever, and then I can wipe it off and my face looks really nice. So I do actually really recommend that mask. It's a good basic mask. All right, let's talk about, and I forgot to grab this. This is the Generation Clay Ultraviolet Brightening Clay Mask. It is a decent size. It's probably about the size of this. It is purple. I have had 2 of them. The first one I got, I think, went bad. And I got it in a sale, and it got this really pungent smell, and I didn't care for it. The second one has been a little bit better, and just know that if this mask is going bad, it will smell horrible. So if you get one that smells bad, just know that. Other than that, it is like your typical clay mask. It's nothing special compared to anything else. It is made in Australia. It's $17, normally $39. So just keep that in mind. It's an okay mask. I'm going to talk about the Winky Lux Mini Latte palette. I keep going back and forth about getting this palette, but I don't need more eyeshadow palettes in general. Winky Lux shadows are very, very nice. This is an $11 palette, normally $20. It is definitely more on the orangey side. This picture is doing it much more justice than the previous pictures they put in the sale. Orangey brownish side. So if you don't have that type of palette and you want one, this is probably a pretty good one to start with. And like I said, their quality of their eyeshadows are very nice. They're creamy. I have had a few of them before. I do like their palettes in general. All right, let's talk about the E-Cooking Anti-Redness Cream. I think they have another product in there, but I can't remember what the product was. I have one of their other products just to show how cute their packaging is. Their products are nice. They're just kind of basic products, but I have had no problem with them. But look how cute the packaging is. This obviously is a little sample size. This is the moisturizing serum. But yeah, basically that's all I got to say. I just wanted to show you the cute packaging on those. All right, we have the True Morgana Lip Whip Duo. I only have one of mine. I couldn't find my other lip whip. And so these are really interesting. I got this in a mystery bundle, as I do a lot of things. So this is the color, which one is this? I don't know what color this is. Anyway, God only knows what color this is. There's one that's Mystery Lip Whip and Moonlight Lip Whip. And I think this is definitely one of the two colors, because one of them is more reddish and one of them is more kind of a brownish color. They are, they look more pearlized in the picture. They are literally just like a very creamy lip balm with just a hint of color. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. They smell like peppermint. They smell really good. They feel really nice. They're not bad. So anyway, they literally hardly give you any color. I just put some on my hand there. You can barely see it. But they're not bad. They're $11, normally $32. If you want just like a little light tinted lip balm, these are nice. Okay. The Unreal Fur Short Pile Faux Earmuffs. I got these in a mystery bundle. These are really cute in concept, but in reality, if your head is not the right shape, they will not fit. They're not adjustable. They're these big poofy earmuffs. I got all excited when I got them last time because I was going to take them on a ski trip last year. I did not use them. They are not practical. I would not recommend them. They're $11, but the fact that they're not adjustable makes them extremely uncomfortable and not very practical in general. All right, so we have got the Anastasia lip gloss in Gilded. These are nice lip glosses. They're $8, normally $16. I do like Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses. This one looks like it's a really pretty kind of goldish color. And that's all I can tell you on that one at this point. All right. Moving on here, we have got the Veramona color switch. Got this in a previous box. This one is nice. Color switches are one of those things that I think they're overpriced for what they are, but basically they're a tin with a little like this thing, whatever you call that, foam thing that basically knocks off makeup off your makeup brushes. This one has a much wider pattern than some of the other ones I have, which it works really nicely. And then at the end, when you get done, you clean them. You basically pops down in there and you rinse them out. This one, I like the fact that it's a little bit wider. I feel like it does a nice job knocking it off, but then it kind of allows the stuff to fall to the bottom a little bit easier. But it is $7. These are normally $16.99. You can buy these for like $5 anywhere. They're really not an expensive item to get in general. Okay, sorry, my thing keeps reloading and messing up here. We have the Aveda Damage Remedy Daily Hair Repair. This came in a past box. It is very nice. I use it on my daughter's hair. It has that typical Aveda like herbally smell, but it's very moisturizing. It does soak in really nicely. I was very pleasantly surprised by it. So yeah, it's $14, normally $31. Moving on here, I don't have this to show you guys, but I have used it in the past. It is the Juice Beauty Green Apple Brightening Eye Cream. I am not a fan of this particular product. I like Juice Beauty products, and I'm using a neck cream by them that I like, and I'm using a face wash by them right now that is also very nice, but for whatever reason, the eye cream is very irritating to sensitive skin. And for me in particular, I used it a couple times in a row. I had a sample one, and it was starting to cause irritation and burning under my eyes. It has an applicator. They don't show it in this picture where or at least the old one had an applicator that was like this little round disc thing that you could put it on. It was gimmicky, but this product, I do warn, if you are sensitive skin, this may irritate your skin. And I have not had issues with any of their products other than this one. So just a word of the wise for those. The ingredients, however, look good. And if you don't have sensitive skin, I say go for it. Okay, so we have the PMD Beauty Cleanser. This is what it looks like. I haven't used mine a ton. My cousin got one of my extra ones. She loves it. This is what it looks like. It's basically your basic facial beauty cleaner thing. It's nice. It's $59, normally $119. If you haven't gotten one of these in one of the boxes and you want to go for it, I think it's a good place to start. There is another one we'll talk about that's a slightly different company or brand. And so I definitely want to talk about that. Let's talk about the Erno Laszlo Pore Cleansing Mask. I got this in a box and I haven't tried it yet, but I want to give you guys a look at the size. This is what it is. Erno Laszlo is a brand that I do really like. I've used some of their other other products. Like they have these eye masks that I really like. So it is a very nice product. in general. I can't tell you in this particular case if the clay mask is good or better than any other clay mask. This is normally a very expensive brand. $48 is on par for it. It's a Sephora brand. And this is $21. So I think if you want a high-end clay mask, this is probably as good as any other clay mask that you could potentially get in the sale. This product here is the Holo Frog Tashmoo Water Lily Nourishing Milk Wash, and then they also have the Superior Omega Nutritive Gel Wash. This is a brand I had never heard of until the Lucky Bag I got, and I got this in the sale, and I wanted you guys to be aware of the size of this product. This is a brand that is actually really good, but this is the size of their wash. So the one in the sale is 5.1 ounces, and this is the same size. It's a lot smaller than you would think, but it's a good brand. I have not used this one, but the reviews I've read on it have been pretty good. So their packaging is quite adorable. And one thing I wanted to show you guys inside, although this isn't a reason to buy the product, they have just this cute little interior packaging detailing here. So yeah, that's just something to know on the size of that product when you get it. So don't be surprised when it's little. Okay, so we've got the Algenist. They have a couple of products in here. I think they have a restorative eye balm, which that is a very good product. I've used their restorative eye balm. It is very, very, very simple. It is hydrating. It is soothing. It doesn't have a smell. I got it as a sample size. I really do like it. I have their hand cream, which is the liquid collagen, and then they also have the Genius Collagen Calming Relief collagen. I think it's just a cream, but anyway, it's the same line as this. I got this in, I forgot why I got this, but I ordered this. I do like it. I like Algenist in general. It is a pricey brand that used to be carried at Sephora. I don't believe it is anymore, but it's very simple, kind of stripped down ingredients, and I find their products do a really nice job of hydrating. So definitely recommend their products in general. This one is $24, normally $58. All right. Ooh, where am I on here? It keeps moving on me. Okay, we've got the Gabba Goods 10-inch ultra bright LED light with phone holder and extendable tripod. I wish I could show you guys mine, but I don't want to blind the camera. I have a big one up here. I don't have my phone in it, obviously. I use a different tripod and another camera. I started out originally using it. This is $50. Honestly, you can go on Amazon and find something for similar price. That is returnable. I would highly avoid this because these are like a dime a dozen. You can get them on sale at Amazon. All right, we have the Trestique Mini Matte lip whatever crayons. This is what it looks like. I got this in like a boxycharm or something like that. I don't like these, okay? And the reason is the colors are kind of weird. So this is the color I thought I would like, and it's like a brownish color. It's the only color I like in here. Let me show you another color that I had swatched earlier. This is one I thought, oh, this will be really nice, but it's like this weird poopy orange. It's not the prettiest color. So anyway, they're just little tiny crayons. These are the colors. Unless you like the whole range of colors, I'm not a big fan of this kind of stuff because really, how many of us wear this whole entire range? The lip glosses are a little bit better from this brand. The matte crayons, that's what they look like when they swatch out. So these are $29, normally $72. Like I said, they're okay. They're little. Let's talk about this BioFX EGF serum. It is expensive, and this little one is tiny. So I got this in a glossy box a while back, and I actually used my sample up. And if I remember correctly, it was probably half the size of this bottle. Okay, it was 0.25 fluid ounces, and it was itty bitty. The little bottle was about that big. So your bottle is going to be tiny, and unfortunately I don't have a bottle the size to show you, but it is going to be a very small bottle. Okay, so this, for example, is 2 fluid ounces, so it's going to probably be a little bit bigger than this. I used that product forever and used it all up, and it literally did nothing for my skin. It's supposed to have some anti-aging properties. It really did not do anything for my skin. It is $49 in this sale, normally $160. I just was not impressed with it. So I would say save your money, go do something else. This particular product to me was not very helpful. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Rebecca Mischoff Marbled Beanie Arm Warmer. I can't remember where I got it. I don't know where my arm warmers are, but this is what the beanie looks like. The beanie's okay. It's kind of a little awkward shape, but it's cute. So far they've worn and torn pretty good. I got this and used it on a trip and I liked it. So it's normally $29 or normally $70, $29 in this sale. All right, let's talk about the Foreo Luna Fofo. And I actually have the color they have in the sale. This is mine. I got this several boxes ago. I remember this was a big deal when it came into the box. And this is $69, normally $89. I will say it's not been a bad little product for me. I've used it quite extensively. I haven't really used it much recently, but it is good for what it's supposed to do. It massages, it helps exfoliate and clean your skin. It's really soft here and then it has more massagey nubbies. And then you can see it's really loud. Now it's supposed to have a timer and a app that goes with your skin. I had used it for a while and basically it was supposed to check your moisture with these two little sensors. And then the app kind of tells you how long you're supposed to use on each part of your skin. The reality is I got to the point where I just kind of stopped using it because the app was kind of useless and it would just do a minute in each area. But I'm lazy and I stopped using it, but it wasn't bad for the time I used it. I probably used it for a good solid year before I just kind of stopped using it. The big thing about this product is it came with batteries. When you get it, switch out the batteries immediately and be very, very careful when you unscrew this to not break this little door here because people would break the door and then it would be useless. Also, do not store this in your shower. It is water resistant but not waterproof. And after you use it, wipe it down so that it doesn't sit in a puddle of water. That would cause people's batteries to rust and it would ruin the device. So if you get it, just be mindful that these are the things that can happen. Between it and PMD, it's just a matter of preference. Technically, this does a lot more for you because it has the app. If you don't care about the app, the PMD is a little bit easier to use because you're not sitting here with this little thing by your hand versus the PMD has this nice little wand that you hold there. It's a preference. For traveling, this is much nicer than this. But yeah, it is what it is. They basically do the same dang exact thing. So yeah. All right. Moving on here. From the cloth, striped wallet. Do not get this. Just out the box, tell you it's $15, normally $60. It's not worth the $15. It is a very cheaply constructed wallet that hardly holds anything. I got one as an add-on in a previous box. I was so disappointed. I do not recommend it, which is really a shame because Cut From The Cloth is such a nice company. I wanted to talk about this thing because this is just interesting to me. I do not have this. I have never used it. So this is just my commentary from what I'm seeing. It is a Spring Spark water bottle hydration tracker. It's $59, normally $99. And basically it's supposed to tell an app how much water you've drank and whether you need to have more. And the concept seems very interesting. Honestly, it is overpriced for what you can do. How many of us forget how many bottles of water we drink a day? Like I can usually tell, okay, I've refilled it 3 times, I've had enough. So if you don't mind spending the money and you want an app to do it, that seems like a good concept. But otherwise, I feel like it's kind of an overpriced electronic thing that none of us absolutely need. All right, final thing I wanted to talk about, the Unhide Little Marshmallow. Oh, I love this. This is mine. I have 2 of them. I'm actually getting a 3rd one as an add-on in the box. We'll talk about that when we go over the box products. Love that. Some people had problems with shedding. I have 2 of them. I've had no shedding. They're my favorite blankets. I'm thinking about getting that one to give away as a Christmas gift. I just absolutely love them. If there is anything else, the Tarte Sea Drink H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer. Not my favorite moisturizer. I love Tarte products. I like Tarte skincare products. I don't like this particular product. It has a lot of lavender oil in it. It is a gel type formula. I'm not a big fan of that. Some people love this, but if you are sensitive to any sort of lavender oil, you do not want to get this. So, but a lot of people like it. My skin didn't really take to it very well. Let's talk about the Cosmetics Pure C Vitamin C crystals. This is what the size is. It's $24, normally $54. So in my last video, if you guys hadn't had a chance to look at it, it was a mega unboxing. I got a vitamin C powder, and someone asked me kind of when do you put vitamin C products into your beauty products, and you have to be careful. The big thing you need to know is you don't want to mix this with a product that has a retinol in it. Retinol and vitamin C together is going to be too much on your skin, especially if you go outside in the sun. Also, you want to probably put this in a product that doesn't already have vitamin C in it. So be careful when you're looking at your product, what you're putting it in with. So that you're making sure that it is okay. I would pick a very stripped down base moisturizer to put it in with. So like the moisturizer that I was talking about earlier, the Ahava one, that is a very stripped down basic moisturizer. Doesn't have a lot of additives. That's a good one to put it in. Or you can get like just your like CeraVe or one of those very simple straight up moisturizers for your skin, for your face. That's what I would stick to. Make sure when you're using this, you're not also using a vitamin C serum or a retinol serum at the same time, because it'll be too much on your skin. So that's just a little bit of a answer to that question. I think that's it for that. This is a pretty long video, but I am going to call it quits. Let me know what you guys think. So the sale is ending for select members. That's people who pay for the entire year on the 2nd, which is probably when this video will go up for me. Then the folks that everyone else will be able to get back on it in about a week. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.